are you? When? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Erica Valentine. I'm your in-house resident sound healer. All right? Reverend Rasheryl has brought me in to be with you guys on Sundays. And if you like today, next Saturday, come join me for an intimate gathering of some sound healing. It's donation-based, so bring all your friends. Everybody is welcome. I will have plenty of chocolate chip cookies as well. Per request, gluten-free, fat-free, so we'll be having oranges, okay? Okay, so I'll just say we're gonna have the gluten-free option of oranges and we're gonna have lots of chocolate for everybody, okay? So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so happy. Again, next Saturday I'll be here, and I will also announce to you that Reverend Rasheryl and I have been working on 2025, so I will still be here next year. So please keep coming. So today we're going to focus on The Alchemist is my book of the month. To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation, from The Alchemist. So for our meditation today, what I would love to invite all of you guys to do in this big space that we have here and online is, if you were to pursue any dream relentlessly, what would that look like? Remove all the obstacles, remove all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, remove all the I can'ts, and then insert all the possibility and opportunity, and with the heart of kindness. So with that, let's take a nice deep breath. Inhale it here. Press the crown up, which is the mind of opportunity, up to the sky to connect. And then exhale, press the heart forward with the heart of kindness to release. Now let's just take a breath in and let that mind, let's just imagine we have a little basket in there and all the woulda, coulda, shouldn'ts, all the little things getting in the way. We're putting it in, we're putting it in, we're putting it in, we're putting it in. And then we're going to exhale through the heart of kindness and release it out and away, out and away. And let's inhale again. Get that little basket out in your mind and let's just put it all in there, all in there. What doesn't belong, get it out, clean it out, make space to have the faith. And then let's go ahead and exhale through the heart of kindness and let it release. And maybe the hands even push it away gently. Just gently let it go. And then let's inhale into the mind. Press the heart forward as we exhale and feel that space and that expansion. What dream? As we continue to let the sound bathe, and the sound is going to meet those dreams of possibility. Continuing to take the inhale, focus on the breath, press the feet down, and know that you're guided. You're safe, you're exactly where you're supposed to be at. And the sounds will carry away and bring to you all and any possibility and dream. Taking a nice deep breath. Inhale through the nose all the way up to the mind of opportunity. Let's exhale through the heart with kindness. Inhale into the mind of possibility. Exhale through the heart with kindness. How can we go and discover our dreams and relentlessly pursue them? Having the faith. Inhale. Hold at the top of the breath. Sip in just a little bit more. Feel that heart expand, 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 and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale again. This time we bring a basket into the mind and we drop off a little bit of I am amazing, I am awesome, I am loved, I am valued, everything is possible, everything is possible, everything is possible. And then we exhale through the heart. Again, inhale, bringing that basket to the mind, dropping off all those little seeds of wisdom, love, kindness, joy. Everything is possible, and then exhale here. I invite everybody to bring their hands all the way up to the sky, raising all of our thoughts, our dreams, all the way up together, online and in person, and bring them all between our hands and then back down to the heart. The thumbs touch the heart. Let's take one last breath of oneness together. Inhale here deeply. Exhale our heart into our hands with everybody else's heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. May every dream be possible. Have the very best Sunday ever. Thank you. I hope to see you guys next Saturday. My friend Reece has flyers if you want to be on my newsletter. Again, Reverend Rasheryl really wants to create a base community inclusivity, so it's donation-based. We invite you and all your friends next Saturday. And thank you for being here with me. I will not be here on October. You have David, but I'll be back in November. My dates are on the flyers. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone this morning? Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. The praise team is coming on out, and I'm going to ask you to stand up and let's sing our song, opening song, One Big Family.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Yay! That was fun. Goodness. I love that song. I love it. So once again, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. I am Reverend Rasheryl McCreary, and I'm so glad, well, thank y'all. Thank y'all. So glad to be here with y'all. And I feel like there's a group over here that got separated because some of y'all are over there. Like I'm used to certain patterns in the audience. So funny. All right, so we're going to start. I feel like you're separated from each other. But there's only one source, one life. It's so funny standing up here, you see like certain patterns where people sit, and I get used to it, so when it changes, it's like, what's going on? What is happening? Are you having a fight? What is happening? All right, so I'm so thrilled to be here this morning, and I left my sheet in my office, so I think what I'm supposed to say is, did you enjoy the meditation this morning? Isn't Erica amazing? Oh, there she is. There's Erica. Beautiful. So if you want to have more of an experience of the healing sound bath, Erica will be here on Saturday, September 14th from 6 to 7:30. This is a much more extensive experience that happens in Fellowship Hall. Do you bring yoga mats? Well, there you go, right? There you go. So the chocolate chip cookies and oranges, and bring your yoga mat, and you'll have a much more extensive healing experience with Erica. Thank you so much, Erica. And the Animal Connections meeting has been canceled today, so that is not happening. All right, so let's get started with this service, and I'm so pleased to have these magnificent practitioners on duty. The call to service and high watch today will be held by Laura Graham-Marquard. Come on up, Laura. And the invocation will be done by Barbara Bird. And Les Lindop is holding high watch for us in the back there. Thank you so much. And here is your microphone.
And we begin.
Let's pray. We take in that vibration of the bowls that come from God. That vibration is God, and we know through this vibration in and through all of life that God is all there is. God is all there is. This is the truth with a capital T. And God is the source of peace, of unshakable peace, of divine and enduring love, of abundance, of joy, of wisdom, of divine intelligence. God is the source of all these magnificent qualities. And in unification with the One, God is all that we are as part of the One. Isn't that magnificent? To know the unification of God is who we are and who we come here to be, to do, to share with others. What a glorious life we have. And I know in today's celebration service, it is truly blessed by Reverend Rasheryl allowing and gracing us with the Word of God flowing through her easily and effortlessly so that we can share this Word in our life today and through the week. The musicians are blessed. The singers are blessed. Every one of you here is eternally blessed. The sound team, the kitchen angels, everyone who brings together this service brings it together from their hearts, from their minds, and from the Spirit flowing through them, just the same as you are here today as a divine gift to this service. And the people online and our brothers and sisters, we are all here together on this path. And we rejoice in the community that is here, the loving community where we call ourselves CSL family. We welcome newcomers. We know that life is good and we are all part of the one. In immense gratitude for this truth, for the prayer, for this service, for all of what it means to be alive today. I'm so grateful. I give thanks, Father, Mother, God, for I know love paves the way and the law makes it so. So I release this into the action of the law, knowing that it is so good. And we have a service today of goodness and radiant light. And so we are, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Marcia Bencala. I'm one of the ministers here. I'm also your host this morning. And I flew from the East Coast late last night, and I'm just so happy to be here where it's not humid and where this place is one of joy. I love that it allows me to build my trust and faith in our oneness. And it reminds me of a quote that I've been pondering the last month, that it's not that we share common humanity as much as individually we are humanity, only with each and every one of us. So that brings me to our statement of being. And this is, I think, expresses where we are in our humanity becoming a revealed spiritual being. So if you will stand, if you're able, and we'll repeat together our statement of being, which should be on the screen there. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, spirits, generosity, and play. And now if you'll take a moment to greet someone near you. All right. Oh, I put it. All right. We have a few, actually many, announcements for you. So I'm going to go through quickly what we have today. Today is the last day for you to donate to our outreach team. They are collecting canned food for the Second Harvest Food Bank. So if you brought it, you can bring it to the table out in the fellowship hall, or you can also order it online through Amazon, so you can ask somebody about that. The Animal Connections meeting is canceled. I think you mentioned that, Reverend Rasheryl. And today we have a caregivers support circle. Any of you that are in the position of caring for anybody are welcome to this group. It will run from 12 to 1 p.m., facilitated by me and Mary Jo Garrett. Yeah, you're most welcome.
All right, so I forgot to say earlier that we are now broadcasting live on YouTube. Is that right, Scott? Yes. So we are broadcasting live on YouTube, and I want to thank Scott McCulley back there, our IT guru, and just all-around problem solver. So we will be letting you know what that means. Right, Scott? I was just told to tell you that's what we're doing. I'll let you know what that means. So if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. And then you'll get notifications. If you're watching at home, you'll get a notification that the service is starting. And then there'll be other things to come. But for now, we are now on YouTube, so that's a good thing, live. All right, so here's the thing. How many people feel like they need a little bit more, grounding, anchoredness, peace, abundance in their lives? How many people are feeling that right now? Okay, excellent. Well, let me tell you what would be really good. Sign up for the reboot class that starts on Tuesday, because that's exactly what we'll be addressing. I will be helping you develop your own personalized spiritual practice with meditation and prayer so that you can remain grounded and anchored and love-filled and abundant and peaceful throughout this election season and all that is to come along with that. So this is the last day the last day to register is today. So please get yourself registered. We're going to do some great work with Edward Beyond's book, The Power of Meditation, and then you'll be learning our version of affirmative prayer, which we call spiritual mind treatment. Oh, and practitioners, you know who you are if you're ready for prac training that starts this Thursday. Many of you, I think, are signed up for it, so you will be getting an email from me with your next steps that'll go out tomorrow morning.
And then next Sunday, September 15th, Ron Wade is offering a workshop. Ron, would you like to stand? Oh, I'm going to have your presence.
Hi there.
Hey, Ron.
Did you know that the first person to come up with the phrase living the question was Rilke back in the early 1800s? What does it mean to live the question? Well, we're always living all of our questions. The problem is we're not always aware of the questions we're living. So this course, this little workshop, is to take prompts you may have had. How many people have had a song that's been with them for years, or something they read in a book that just like gave you goosebumps? We're going to take those things, bring them with you to the workshop. We'll take those things and see what might be underneath those as a beautiful question for you to ask yourself and potentially live into. That's what it's all about. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my phone. Siri was talking to me. Did you fix it, Jen? Thank you so much. Like, why is Siri talking to me now? I don't understand what's happening. All right. So on Sunday, September 15th, join us for Sunday service. Melissa and Z will be here. Reverends Melissa and Z. They're amazing, amazing power duo, power couple, power spiritual ministers and musicians. They will do the entire Sunday service. They will have facilitated the practitioner retreat the day before. And so they'll stay here for Sunday. I'll be here on Sunday. And they are live. They are a lot of fun. So hope to see you on September 15th.
Oh, and then on the September 21st, we have a benefit concert, Gypsy Soul. I know many of you know Gypsy Soul. They are amazing. And they will be here Saturday, September 21st at 7 o'clock. And you can get your tickets through our website.
Through our website. And,
yes.
they also are now on Eventbrite as well. So if you do a search on Eventbrite. How many people have not gotten their tickets but are coming to the concert? Okay, great. Tell your friends and get your tickets. And we'll see you on the 21st with Gypsy Soul with Roman and Celeste. They are powerful, amazing, gorgeous. And their music
Beautiful.
Is really gorgeous. So
Very unique.
yes. Okay, is that it? Oh,
That's-
September 22nd, Youth and Family will be returning. Jennifer's going to give us more details.
Well, good morning. I'm the youth director, Jennifer Bick. And in a typical fashion, my style, which Reverend Rasheryl loves, of Ready, Fire, Aim, we are reopening. We're reopening the youth program on September 22nd. And then on September 29th, we're holding a conversation after the pancake breakfast about the youth and family program. So we're opening, and then we're having a meeting about it. So mark your calendars. You'll learn more soon. And what else is happening on the 29th?
The pancake breakfast, yes, but it's on the slides. It's on the slides. We'll have pancakes.
Clipboards outside. I do a lot of things. I can't do the pancake breakfast by myself, so I'm looking for helpers. There are clipboards outside.
Great. Thank
I'll
you,
help
Jennifer.
you eat. Yeah. All right, I think those are the announcements. So before we move into our next song, I really would like to thank our house band. We've got Troy Arnett on piano, Billy Johnson, Reverend James Jeffrey. We've got our singers, Reece, Whitaker, Renee, Tobias, Elizabeth Jade, and Gretchen Vogel. And no, I did not forget Dave Bick Maurischat. He today is our guest artist. And Dave has spent a lifetime writing. Yay! I agree. Dave has spent a lifetime writing, recording, and performing music around the Bay Area to Nashville and internationally. And we're so lucky because he's a regular, right, of our CSL house band, and he's been doing that for about 2 years. He has a new album out entitled Who Would Known, available for purchase and streaming everywhere, and a one-time only full band show at Art Boutique in San Jose on Saturday, September 28th. He also has a table at Fellowship Hall, so you can get all the details and his CD. Thank you, Dave.
Good morning, thank you. I know life's an ever-changing circle. I know I am part of the eternal, that I need look no further than the flowing of my breath. I know that the path has been well lighted. I know I can let myself be guided. The truth is in the quiet, but sometimes I forget. So I pray, remind me of the love that's flowing through me.
Remind me
With peace and sacred beauty, when fear and doubt try creeping in and ego would deny me.
Remind me
I know that this moment is the right time. I know no need waiting on the sideline. I can do it in this lifetime. But sometimes I forget, so I pray.
Remind me
of the love that's flowing through me.
Remind me
With peace and sacred beauty, when calendars are calling me and I run and follow blindly.
Remind me
Touch my heart with some small spark. I see to be divine. Remind me
Remind me
of the love that's flowing through me.
Remind me
With peace and sacred beauty, when fear and doubt try creeping in and ego would deny me.
Remind me
Oh, remind me. Yeah, remind me.
Bravo. Bravo. Fantastic. Thank you, Dave. Dave Marciat, everybody. Let's have another big round of applause. Remind me. Beautiful. So, this is September, and the theme for September is Rise and Shine. Rise and shine. Last week we talked about rising from the ashes, and I shared the story of the phoenix and how the phoenix combusts and goes down in flames and then rises from its own ashes. And I talked about how we have been through many fires. We have been through individual fires of illness or divorce or loss of some type. We've been through the collective fire of COVID and the pandemic and all that happened during that time. And one of the things that I shared last week is about how fire can be destructive, and it is destructive, and it can also bring new life. It can fertilize new life. In the forest, there's a thing called a prescribed burn that's done where fire is used effectively to generate growth. And in a prescribed burn, that fire is used in multiple ways. Just a few of them are that the fire burns away any old, dead debris that needs to be eliminated. It can help balance out the species that are present in that ecosystem. A fire can allow, by clearing away old stuff, can allow sunlight to come to the forest floor and begin the process of regrowth. And fire creates ash. And many times the ash is nutrient dense, and it actually serves as a blanket of fertilizer in that forest that really provides nutrients for growth, for new growth and new life. So I asked you last week to look at your own fires in your life, your own places that have burned you down, and to look at the ashes that were left from that burn, and to look at them and hold them as nutritious, as nutrient dense. Because I propose that what if the phoenix was able to rise because of the nutrient ashes from that fire, right? The nutrients from those ashes provided the strength for that phoenix to rise. And I invited you to look for yourself at the ashes of your life and how that is providing strength or nutrients for you to rise. Because we all rise, always. So that was the journey we were on last week. And this week I was thinking about, as I was thinking about a radiant faith, I was thinking that, many times when we go to rise from the fire, it's not, it sounds really sexy and it sounds really, like rah-rah, right? But the reality of rising from a fire can be challenging, right? It can be challenging. Sometimes we find that in that rising from the fire, we have some of the same old experiences that we had before, right? We create some of the same patterns from before. Some of the same things that were happening before the fire are now happening after the fire, things that we don't enjoy or want to be happening anymore. So many times that rise from the fire can have some wonderful free moments and moments of release and transformation, and it can also have moments where, why is this happening again? How am I here again after this big thing happened? How am I still having this experience? And what we know in this teaching in Science of Mind, we know there's this thing called the law of attraction. And what that law says is that whatever level we're vibrating at, right, wherever our consciousness is, our thoughts, emotions, our feelings, our paradigms, our energy, our attention, our interest, wherever that is, that's what we attract, right? So many times what happens is after the fire, we then become sort of, we have that fire experience. We may even have a spiritual experience. We may have an experience of knowing the divine presence and the power of God helping us to rise, that we may have that experience and also have the experience of fear, right? Or, oh my gosh, I got to do this thing or that thing. I have to make these steps or that steps, right? We get that constriction, that fear that then produces the very thing that we don't want. Right? It activates that law of attraction, produces the thing that we don't want. Let me give you an example. So I shared with you when I lost my business and everything during the recession in 2010. So one of the things that happened when everything was burned down to the ground and I lost everything and I was at the bottom is what it felt like. And so immediately even though simultaneously I had a definite knowing that the presence of God was holding me and that this would all be okay, that I was going to be okay, but it didn't feel good. It didn't feel like that in the moment because I was in devastation and embarrassment and shame and loss and depression and, just feeling gutted, right? And so that was the experience I was having. And so because I was having that experience, that part of me that knows that there is the divine within me that's never been touched, never been harmed, or in danger cannot be, right? Even though I knew that, my ego was saying, okay, you got to do something. You got to see if you can get a job. You got to see if you can do this. You got to like my ego started immediately racing for all these things that I need to grasp at to try to get myself out of that situation, right? So my ego kicks in, and it starts all with all the human things. And that's how we know it's the ego, because it's usually very anxious, and it's usually very much based on the human stuff that we already know. So it's driving your thoughts around, you got to get a job, you got to do this, you got to call this person, you got to send out resumes, you got to da-da-da-da-da, right? That's usually the ego. Spirit is usually very quiet and calm, that we almost will miss it. And so I got caught up for a moment in, oh my God, I got to do something. And I sent out, and I've never, ever really looked for a job. I've always been offered things. And when I was a consultant when the recession happened. Like before that, I was always offered jobs by my clients who'd want to bring me in as an executive coach in-house. So that was never an issue. After I lost everything, I started sending out cover letters and resumes everywhere. Could not get a job because many of the companies I had worked for decided they were not going to they were moving all their leadership development, all of their executive coaching outside. They were laying those people off, so they were not hiring. And so I'm sending out all this stuff, and in the meantime, Spirit is saying very quietly, in the quietness of my soul, Spirit is saying, you need to start your own business. I've been telling you this for 3 years. Start your own business. And it gave me the name Dow Leadership Development. And I would hear that, and then I would write up resumes and write up letters and out stuff and try to get a job, right? Because that ego was like driving. And so what was happening is I was attracting what I was putting out, right? I'm anchored in fear. I'm anchored in loss. I'm anchored in devastation. I'm anchored in I don't have a job. I don't have enough money. I'm anchored in that. And the law of attraction says, yes, I'll send you more. No job. I'll send you more. No money. I'll send you more anxiety. I'll send you more stress, right? Because the law of attraction says like attracts like. And so that is how it works. Is this resonating for anybody? Yeah? Okay. So some of you have experienced this perhaps in some area. Yes. And so here's what's true there, though. There's this thing that is called the law of radiance, or I will call it the law of radiance, right? And the law of radiance says there at your core is wholeness. There is wholeness and abundance and light and love and all needs met at the core of your being. And allowing that to radiate forth from your beingness about any specific topic, right? When you are in that law of radiance, allowing that state of being, because the law of radiance and radiance is a state of being. The law of attraction can feel like a state of doing, right? A state of being abundance, a state of being health, a state of being whole, a state of being love. When you're in that state, then it activates the law of attraction to bring you that thing, right? Because we're always radiating whether we know it or not. Either we're radiating anxiety and fear and lack and loss, and the law of attraction says, oh, well, here you go, right? Or we can consciously align with the divine inside of us, the truth, capital T, truth inside of us. And by aligning with that, radiating the absolute truth, emitting truth rays, the law of attraction has to fall into alignment and bring you the capital T truth, right? But so frequently what happens is we think about the law of attraction as, I don't have something right here, so I need to do some stuff like pray and do some other stuff so I can get something out there to come to me, right? Like I got to get something out there to come to me. So if it's about money, right? Don't have money, don't have enough money for whatever it is, and if you're rooted in, I don't have enough money for whatever it is, and you're thinking about, I got to get the law of attraction so I can get it from out there to come here, it doesn't happen because you're rooted in lack, right? Versus really tapping into the abundant nature of spirit through your spiritual practice, through your meditation work, through your prayer, through speaking and being engaged with like-minded people who know the capital T truth, right? Coming to Sunday service, all of these things that you are doing is cultivating that inner knowing that results in radiance, the kind of radiance you truly desire. Are y'all with me on this? Yes. So the law of radiance precedes the law of attraction. It precedes and activates that law of attraction. Let's talk about another topic I hear a lot here. So let's talk about aging. I hear some sounds out there. All right, let's talk about aging, because there's a lot of stories that the world tells us about aging and what is supposed to happen at what age. and at what age you're too old to do this, that, or the other, and at what age your body starts to break down in certain ways, and then at what age you're just too old to wear whatever, and at what age you should stop, right? Right? The world has all these things that it tells us about aging and the aging process. And then we get involved with it, our egos get involved, because then we want to know how old someone is, and how old are they? Because in our minds, we're trying to place them somewhere, right? Like, so how old is this person? And then you can make some meaning of what that means, right? Or how old you are, or how old, right? We get into the aging, so the ego wants to know this information. And then what happens? We activate the law to bring us those very things. Our opportunities get less as we get older, right? Because we're programmed ourselves that way, right? You can't get a job as you get older because we programmed ourselves that way, right? You can't be vital and healthy and cognitively sharp as you get older because we program ourselves to believe that. And the world supports all of that, right? The world supports all of that. So what would happen if, in thinking about aging, you begin to turn within to the divine within that is eternal, that is ageless, that is vitalized and energized and powerful, that power that surges through the sun that is shining in the sky, the power that hangs the moon and the stars up in the universe. What if you are aligned with that power, which does not know how old you are? It doesn't know how old you are. Right? What if you cultivate a relationship with that and allow that to be what leads you and what guides you from your core? Yeah? So, years ago when I think I might have been in high school, I was in a class at our religious science church, First Church of Religious Science. Oh, wait, where was I? No, I might have been in Cincinnati, so I can't remember. Whatever. I was young. I was in this class. And it might have been Science of Mind 1. I can't remember the class, but there was it Science of Mind 1, Mom? Okay, yes, my mom was there. And so I was in this class, and there was a woman in the class, and she was very concerned about aging. And, I was, 17, 18, so, maybe she was 40, which seemed very old to me at the time. Now I'm like, praise God. Like, to see 40 again. So she did have a lot of lines and everything, but she was extremely concerned about aging and just depressed about aging and sharing about how she was aging and just all these things. And so she decided in the class, or the minister may have given an assignment for her to. She did this is back in the days of cassette recordings. Remember that? And so she did a cassette recording of affirmations of youthing. She called it youthing. And she did these youthing affirmations of, I am youthful, I am vital, my skin is smooth. Like, she just made these affirmations, and then she would listen to them. She said she would play them when she went to sleep, and she would play them all day long, play them. Let me tell you, by the end of this class, this woman was physically transformed. Physically transformed. Do you hear what I'm saying? She was physically transformed. The lines were diminished in her face. She looked younger. That was one of the first, most powerful, miracles, if you will, that I experienced in this teaching, growing up in this teaching, where I was like, oh, this works. This works. The physical transformation and also the mental and spiritual, but the literal physical transformation that happened for her was stunning. It was stunning. I will never forget it as long as I live, that she programmed herself younger. And I'm still blown away by it, even though I've seen many, many things since that time. But here was the thing. What she was doing, she was aligning with the absolute capital T truth within her, because God does not know how old you are. Right? It is alive, and it is renewing and regenerating, and literally your body renews and regenerates its cells over a certain period of time. I don't know what the exact timing is, but you have a whole new body every however many days or years. You have an entirely new body. Right? And so if you begin to tell those cells and those molecules and those atoms what it is they're doing and speak the truth into them, you will see a different result. Right? This is the work of radiance. It is from the inside out. It is from knowing, anchored in the absolute truth. right? And you can change your physicality. You can change your, now science calls it epigenetics, because what they're learning is that different experiences that we have, right, stories that we tell ourselves affect our bodies on a cellular level, right? We can talk ourselves out of a genetic, we can shift our consciousness around things that may run in our families so that it does not become our experience. Right? New Thought, which Science of Mind is a part of, was born out of people who learned how to heal themselves from physical ailments. That's how this teaching was birthed. Right? This is how this teaching was birthed, from folks who understood or discovered. Phineas Quimby is considered the father of New Thought. He's cured himself, I think, from polio or something. He had a serendipitous experience where he realized the connection between his mind and body, and he continued experimenting and working with shifting his thoughts, shifting his mind, shifting his emotions, shifting the cellular structure, shifting his body until he had a healing. And then he spent many, many years training and teaching other people. Mary Baker Eddy, who founded Christian Science. Nona Brooks, who founded Divine Science. I mean, all these people came after him. Ernest Holmes is one of them, right? But this teaching came out of folks who figured out there's a mind-body connection. There's a divine presence that lives within each of us. It has never been hurt, harmed, or endangered, and we can tap into it to drive, to guide, to heal, to lift, to rise, anything we want. Right? We can co-create with this presence. And so that, my friends, is what being radiant is all about. And when you are living the law of radiance, right, that inner luminosity that radiates from the inside out, that truth that radiates from the inside out, right, that luminous way of being that knows the truth and allows it to shine, so that then the law of attraction is bringing you the things that you actually want, right? So how do we do this? Because sometimes stuff seems very real, and it is. We're going through some experiences that are very difficult, right, that are very difficult. So I'll share with you what Laura Graham-Marquard shared with me, which I think is a fantastic tip. And she shared this with me, practitioner Laura, this morning. And Laura said, you know, one of the things I do is I start to subtract. Right? When I need to get really anchored in the core of my being, when I need to really, really connect with the divine presence, when I need to know the truth about something in my life, whether it's money or health or whatever it is, I begin to subtract a lot of the human stuff I'm doing, right? And I think that's such a good first step, to look at what can you subtract, because sometimes what happens is the ego, right? The ego, which is of the divine, but it's a part of us that's like our little self, you know, our little human self, and it's designed to keep us safe. So it doesn't want too many new experiences, doesn't want too much change to happen, not too much evolution. We don't want any different kind of people, right? I just want to be safe, right? That's what the ego does, and it's a beautiful thing that it does because it keeps us alive. And then it can be a prison, right? That ego can be a prison, right? And so our ego sometimes feeds on just having a lot of stuff to do. Right? I'm busy. I'm doing all these things. So we don't have time to really get aligned with the divine. And so I think the first step in cultivating this is you've got to subtract some stuff, because everything is not essential, especially if you're trying to move into the law of radiance around your health, right? Or around your aging, right? Or the law of radiance around attracting a beautiful, wonderful partner into your life. Or you're trying to be in the law of radiance around having more abundance, or whatever it is. Then look at your life and look at what can you subtract, what is not essential, so that you have more time for your spiritual practice. You have more time to take classes. You have more time to be at the center, to be in community, to be connected to other folks who know the truth and will remind you and are walking the path with you, right? So what can you subtract? Anybody thinking of some things right now? You all are very quiet. Y'all thinking of some things? What'd you say? Othering. Subtract othering. So stop othering people. Okay, wonderful. I love it. Anybody else want to yell out what they are subtracting? It's one. Doubt. Okay. Television. Smoking. Yeah. Right. So. Huh? TikTok, right? TikTok and social media, yes. Yes, YouTube Shorts have become my thing. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. I am getting dopamine hit after dopamine hit to turn this thing off. But I was doing research for our YouTube channel, so that's what it was. Had to check things out to see how we're going to do that. So you get it, right? There's some stuff that you can eliminate, that you can subtract, that's going to help support you in being in your radiance, being in that place and state of knowing the truth, so it radiates out from from the core of your being, right? That luminosity. So another thing that is helpful to cultivating radiance, cultivating that inner knowing that cannot be shaken, is really understanding who you are and whose you are. You are not your ego. Your ego serves you. You do not serve it, right? You don't serve that little self that is in worry and anxiety and fear and things of the world is your servant, right? You have to be in the driver's seat of your life and put things in their appropriate place. And many times the ego is in an outsized position in our lives because it's running the show, right? Because the ego is saying, oh, you got to compete. You got to compete if you're going to do this. Oh, you got to step on these other people if you're going to get ahead. Oh, you got to da-da-da-da, right? That ego is looking for all the ways it can protect you, and it's limited. It is a house built on sand, right? The ego is a house built on sand, and if you're making your decisions from there, those are human decisions you're making, usually out of fear, lack, and limitation, but usually fear, right, and protection, the need to protect, and that's built on sand. So really looking at, wait a second, I am not my ego. Wait a second, why am I feeling anxious and afraid? Wait a minute. The truth of my being is that I am made in the image and likeness and out of pure spirit. The truth of my being is I am made out of divine stuff, right? The truth of my being is that I am made of the light. I am here to shine my light and shine the light. That is the true nature of who I am, right? I am the most beloved of the Most High God. That is who I am. So if that is true, then is this really a decision I'm making from that power stance, right? That power place? Or am I tipped over into, all these things of the world that have me chasing my tail, right? So really understanding who you are and whose you are. And you do that by building a relationship with Spirit. There are multiple ways in this community you can do that. You can join me every Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock to 9:30. There's a group of us who meditate and pray together, and it is powerful. Unshakable peace meditation, no cost whatsoever. How many people do that with me? Raise your hand. Yeah. So look at all these people, right? Every single Monday through Friday, we are on there, and can y'all feel it? Y'all who are in that meditation and prayer, right? So this is where you can do it in a group, right? You can do your own individual spiritual practice, but we have that happening in a group. On Fridays, there's meditation here. What time is the meditation here, y'all? 11:30. So meditation is here at 11:30, right? No cost. Come in and sit down and meditate, right? If you're going through a bunch of stuff and you're right now caregiving, so many people are caregiving in our community. There's a caregiving circle that happens the second Sunday of each month, right, led by Mary Jo Garrett right here and Reverend Marcia, and you can come in and they know the absolute truth about you as you walk through this journey, right? There's so much support for you. These are the ways that you cultivate radiance, right? You cultivate that inner knowing that cannot be disturbed, or if it is disturbed, you can get back to center, but this is how you do it. This is how you do it. I had a third thing. Oh, there we go. Here it is. So this is my final thing, the final thing. The final thing that will really help you cultivate radiance is moving your body, right? Moving your body. Here's what happens, right? So much emotion and trauma and stuff gets stuck in your body. Right, stuck in your muscles, it's coded into your cells, and this gunk is in your bones, right? And by moving the body, whether you're walking or yoga or qigong or whatever it is, by moving the body, you begin to create energy that allows that stuff to dissipate, to fall away, right? To dissolve, to disappear, to evaporate. And so that you can truly stoke that inner radiance that is going to shine and shine and shine and shine and shine through you. But you got to get moving. You got to move, right? Because that stuff just gets stuck. And there's so much work right now about trauma-informed care, trauma-informed movement, about how trauma reshapes and remakes the body, right? And how stored trauma over time can create dis-ease and all kinds of things. So the third thing I want you to really be doing and thinking about this week is how can you move more? How can you move more consciously? Right? What can you do? And here's the beautiful thing. It doesn't cost a dime. YouTube, not that I know fully, but, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm just telling you, okay? There's a lot of stuff that's free, right? There's qigong, there's yoga, there's all kinds of movement. There's like this thing called primal movement. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can use that don't cost anything and you don't have to go anywhere, that you can use to free yourself from the things that are keeping you from shining, keeping you from rising. And when you begin to really stoke that inner presence, when you begin to really, really align with the divine and feel the presence of God within your being and know that you are made out of it and it will never leave you, when you know that, that is an act of faith. You can walk in faith. You can move in faith. That is radiant faith. You are having the faith to even radiate what it is you desire, right? And that's what this is all about, radiant faith. Radiant faith. So I invite you to employ these 3 tips that I've given you today. Roll them into your life and your practice and your mind and your awareness, and watch your life change. Watch yourself rise from the ashes of whatever it is. Are y'all with me? You gonna do this? Yes, okay. I hear a little voice. Yes, thank you. Yes. All right, let's turn within. Oh, my goodness. And so we just rest for this moment. Oh, just resting as the musicians take their places, just resting in the divine presence. Knowing that there is only one life, one power, one presence, one intelligence. It is all that there is. It is God. It is love. It is wholeness. It is peace. It is joy. And in this moment, I sense and feel and know that divine presence is right here, right now, right here in this sanctuary and everywhere. Knowing this presence that is all-powerful created each of us out of itself, that we are each made in the image and likeness, and out of it cannot be anything different than that. And so I speak the word this morning, claiming in complete authority that all is truly well in the life of each one, claiming in complete authority that each one is right now rising from the ashes, knowing that each one in this moment is radiating the presence of God, radiating the light of God through every cell, every organ, every tissue, every function of the body temple, every bone is alive with the presence of pure light, of pure love, radiating love, radiating love, radiating love, radiating love this morning. And knowing this love that is stoked here, that is radiating here in this sanctuary, is blanketing the cosmos, is blanketing the globe, is healing and uplifting and transforming those who are in conflict, those who are in pain or suffering are right now blanketed by the love that is radiating from this divine center. And I know that this radiant love is right now healing the lives of each one. I declare and know abundance overflowing, all needs met. I am knowing health and vitality in the body temple of each one, and knowing that if there is a diagnosis, it's dissolved into nothingness, wholeness is revealing itself, vitality of revealing itself. I speak the word of success and joy and life and family and relationship for each one gathered here, radiating love into their families, into relationships that are right now healed, uplifted. Healed and uplifted. And I bless our beloved community. I know that this place is thriving and growing, radiating love, radiating expansion, radiating abundance, happening right here at Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. We are blessed. Our community is blessed. And I am so grateful to be here and to be a part of this joyous space. And so with a grateful heart, with gratitude, I release this word, I let it be. We say together, and so it is. And so it is. Amen.
We're going to play a brand new song for you. And since it's brand new, I'm going to need your help. The praise team will show you what to do when we get there, and I'll let you know when it's time. I know it looks like the world's coming down on you. You feel pushed to the ground and you can't find the strength to move. I can see in your eyes that your beautiful light is fading. The walls up, you're guarded, I get it, but darling, just let me in. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, if you feel under attack. Hey, yeah. Don't forget I got your back. Let's drive out of town and drive all of the shadows out. The sound of your laughter is all that I'm after now. You went chasing a dream and ran straight into a nightmare. But don't be alarmed, I can be your alarm, gently wake you up. Hey, yeah, if you feel under attack. Hey, yeah. Don't forget I got your back. Come on. Come on, CSL, let me see ya. Praise team, show them how. You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
I'll be there. Yeah, you'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be
Sing
there
it to
when you
each other
need
now.
me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
You'll see.
I'll be there when you need me.
I'll be there. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. If you feel under attack.
Hey, yeah.
If you feel under attack.
Hey, yeah.
If you feel under attack.
Hey, yeah.
Don't forget I got your back. Thank you.
Dave Maurischat, thank you, and the praise team and our house band. Amazing. Dave, you have been magnificent. You are magnificent. Yes. And so I officially want to say you are invited back, my friend, so we will look at your next dates. Yes. Did you want to say something? All right, it's time now for our offering. And I just want to say how grateful I am for your financial donations and support of the center. Many of you donate online, and many of you donate here in the room. And thank you, thank you. It allows us to keep this 25,000 square foot campus with robust air conditioning, as I'm sure you can feel. Lights, and we have great music and production and classes. And all of the things that happen here happen because you support us. And so I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will now do our giving affirmation together. And then the ushers will start. So let's do it. All right. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need.
Joy.
Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need.
Peace.
Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
All right. The praise team is cooking this morning. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to sing with the praise team, too. All right, so who is here for the very first time? Don't be shy. Raise your hand. Oh, wonderful. Hi there. How are you? Wonderful. So good to see you. Welcome, 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 all of you who are here for the first time. So wonderful to have you with us. And after service, make sure you say hello and get a hug or handshake from me. And there's also delicious food and fruit and treats out in the fellowship hall and lots of wonderful people. There's a concierge table. If you need some more information, you can get information there about the center. Who's here for the second time? Who's here for the third time? Who's here for the 76th time? There we go. All right. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. So fantastic. The teens have made their way forward. Hey, Nick. How you doing? Jennifer, you got your mic?
Hello again. We want to acknowledge Nick, our volunteer, who's been working with the teens. We've also been sneaking some preteens room into the teen room, and we want them to have their own room. So we're really hoping that you're excited about attending that youth meeting I mentioned on September 29th, because we have kids and they want to have their program back. So thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Okay, so now it's time for the practitioners. Make your way down to the front. The practitioners are the ecclesiastical arm of the center. They have on purple stoles, and they are the folks who are licensed and trained to pray with you, to teach workshops, and to be here on the pulpit assisting me And they are just incredible human beings who have dedicated their lives to helping you transform yours. So make sure you at least hug one of them, and if you need some prayer, they are the folks to do that. All right, so we're at the end. Yes, Reverend Marcia?
Yes.
Okay, let's stand up and sing our final song, I Release, and then Reverend Marcia will give us our benediction, and then it's time to eat. Hey, Mitzi. Good morning.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Well, repeat after me. I am at home in the heart of God. I live the law of radiance. I radiate and move consciously. I radiate and love. I radiate peace. I radiate abundance. I radiate oneness. And so it is.